Well, I'm studying a PhD at the moment about the culture of swimming in Australia. Swimming seems to be part of the fabric of my life. So I'm not just an ex-athlete, an ex-swimmer, former Olympian. You know, I am a swimmer, like these folk in the background here. So when I was young, 15 at the Olympic Games and Australian of the Year when I was 16, I was sort of in the vanguard of those athletes who were having to learn to deal with being an athlete as a celebrity. But fortunately I had really good instincts that I paid attention to. And when I felt incompetent at the extra things I was being asked to do. So I loved the training, I loved the competition. I could have continued on that for a long time. I chose not to go down the celebrity route. It just wasn't me. Because I think celebrity, the life of a celebrity, it takes the life, it kind of sucks the life out of you. You have to serve that identity. You have to really work on it. And for an athlete, it can be really distracting. People talk about, you know, the weight of success. And like I said, I like to do things well, you know, and so I felt really dorky when I couldn't converse with adults. Well, what 16-year-old in 1972 could converse with adults? So it was very confusing, you know, and but I was able to make sense of enough as a 16 and 17-year-old to be able to say, look, I can't do this job really well without training, without education, without age. So I'll call it quits here. You know, I did a good job, you know, I think I'll move on to the next adventure. So my study is about what people like about swimming, what they don't like about swimming, if they can swim, if they've got access. So it's in rivers, the sea, and in swimming pools too. So I'm finding out a lot of really interesting things that we make presumptions about swimming, and I think it's really, really interesting to me, having travelled a lot around Australia, probably seen about 60 or 70 swimming pools and about 30 or so swimming natural water places to swim in. So yeah, swimming it wasn't just for when I was young, although that shaped me and framed me, but it was the actual swimming actions, being in the water and enjoying that myself and seeing if other people like that too. So this is where it comes back to that idea that swimming has been the fabric of my life. So it's not just being the Olympic champion or the Australian of the Year as a result of that, or the Sportswoman of the Year. It's just in my bones, it's in my fibre, you know, it's in my cells to understand, you know, why people like swimming, how do they swim, how can they swim better, whether it's be to perform fast in a race or to perform so that it's a pleasure, not a difficulty.